Hello and welcome. A very good morning to you all there at Source. And I was actually aiming to come in person, but it was not possible because, of course, we have got the induction going on, and it's a whole week of induction. So I think as we are busy, you are busy as well. So I thought that I'll just kind of very quickly do a little presentation on the power of digital storytelling in communicating mental health, and you will hear a bit more from our PhD researcher, Jayanta Ray, who will be talking about the film that they produced and of course, they took it and disseminated in different globally, in different universities, but also with individuals. So a little bit of a background for me. I am Indrani Lahiri, and I'm the senior lecturer and program leader of media and communications at the Montfort University. My background is in digital anthropology, of course. So I'm very much interested in how do we actually interact with these digital things, digital platforms, and how do we build up the relationship, what is it that we want and how do we interact. And it's a very interesting growing field. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk more about the power of digital storytelling in actually communicating mental health stories, because digital storytelling has emerged as a potent and transformative tool for conveying mental health stories. And in an increasingly interconnected world, this medium has the unique ability to break down barriers, challenge stigma, and foster empathy, all of which are crucial in addressing mental health issues. And I think it's very important to understand, sometimes people will argue whether it's the physical space is more important or the digital spaces. The thing is that we as human beings, either we are in physical space or in a digital space, doesn't matter much. What matters is that how do we connect with each other. So I think definitely for digital storytelling, accessibility and reach has increased because digital storytelling transcends geographical and physical limitations, offering a global platform for mental health narratives, which is really important. But also, on the other hand, if you look into the sustainable living, it helps a lot, because if you don't have to fly out to a country somewhere to do a presentation. You can actually remotely do the presentation and still be with the people in that conference. And I think that that's very powerful. So telling the narratives around mental health, which used to be sometimes very much confined to geographical borders, because of course we didn't have a medium to talk about it, but now we are reaching out and we can actually cross the boundaries and we can tell our own stories. So the internet's vast reach ensures that stories can reach diverse audiences, including those who are isolated or marginalized. And this is what we have worked with the local care homes, where we basically reached out to them through digital devices during the pandemic. But we continue to do that, and unless we have possibly encountered the pandemic, we wouldn't have understood the digital divide in our society. So again, that's one of the things that we think that is like really good, and powerful thing for digital storytelling. The other thing is that you can personalize the content. So the personalization and the engagement is very important. So later on, you're going to listen to Jen and watch the film, so you will understand what I'm saying. And digital formats actually enable us, enable the tailoring, I would say, of content to individual preferences. So if I want to tell my story, I can write that story however I want, and then kind of reach out. Of course, validation and all of that definitely comes in. Ethics definitely comes in. But it kind of enhances the engagement, because now that I have a platform, whether that be the multimedia elements such as the videos, podcasts, or interactive websites, which can create an immersive experience, and it helps me to connect with others. So if I tell my story, then you're going to reach out to me to say, well, you know what, I thought this is what is going on in my life, or I thought you have done this really good. I am going to help out, giving this advice to someone else who have been experiencing similar trouble. So, it's that kind of thing. But it also, at the very end, it fosters empathy, which is very, very important. So understanding and empathy is at the heart of it. So the personal narrative shared through digital storytelling actually humanize the mental health struggles, erasing the stereotypes and prejudices. So audiences, they connect on a deeper level with the storyteller, leading to increased engagement, understanding, and also kind of thinking about, okay, um, this is where I need to know more, or this is where I need to go and get help. The other thing is linked to what I just said, is about reducing the stigma. So, by bringing mental health stories into the public domain, digital storytelling challenges the stigma associated with mental health issues. So, if somebody is not comfortable talking about it, they can get the confidence to talk about it, and the authentic narratives dispel myths and demonstrate that anyone can be affected by mental health challenges. And in doing so, it is empowering communities, it is inspiring them. So the digital stories often includes narratives of recovery and resilience, offering hope to those facing similar struggles. Now, these stories inspire individuals to seek help, support, and treatment, emphasizing that recovery is possible. So that's very, very crucial. So if I kind of summarize now, I've gone on giving you the main points, and you will see that in Jayanta's story later on when you watch the film, that digital storytelling is a dynamic and impactful way to communicate mental health stories. So its accessibility, personalization, and ability to foster empathy and understanding make it a vital tool in the fight against mental health stigma. So, by embracing digital storytelling, we can build a more compassionate and informed society that supports mental health awareness and encourages those who are struggling to seek help, and also in the process it helps in the healing. So I think that you get my point, that it's not just about creating a content. Sometimes people will argue that, oh well, it's a world of content creation. Yes, it is a world of content creation, but imagine the power that you are giving out, empowering the community, saying, well, okay, this is my story. I've gone through it. I've learned a lot. And this is now for you to have a look at and see if you are struggling, see where you can get help. Isn't it powerful? Anyway, so I'm going to stop at that point, and I wish you all the very best for the rest of the morning, afternoon, and definitely I look forward to seeing you at some point on campus. But have a nice one, and enjoy your time in the uni. Thank you. Bye bye.